Aliens, good morning. It is raining and it's just before my appointment today, but I was able to get the vegetation taken off from there and all the way down there. So we just have the fence over there, boards, tombstones, and then we've got to trim that tree, mow this yard, and get things ready to start working on the float. Oh no, it is pine needle season. Oh. Are you guys familiar with what pine needles do? They work themselves underneath the wiper blades somehow, and then they get stuck underneath the wiper blades, which hasn't happened yet. Oh, such a pain. Okay, here we go. Well, as you guys can see, not only is it pine needle weather, it's also falling leaf weather. Today's kind of a blustery day, but it's warm outside. It's not cold. So, I mean, that's cool. So if I'm going to be wet, I'd rather be wet and warm than wet and cold. Which today, I believe that it's going to be inevitable that I'm going to get wet. But, you know, I always say that, too. So, all right. Let's see. Gas, Parts, and Auburn. About a 40-minute trip away. We're currently on the hill in Auburn in a like a subdivision called Lakewood Hills, and this is like a huge development that has sub-developments within it. And actually, our friends Liz and Jacob lived off to the left right here. We went and saw them like years and years ago when they had a Halloween party. Let's see. Yep, just got a little ways longer. Oh, look at all the leaves. And you have so much fun right now. Just have a little bit longer. Today is a no-start diagnostic. They let the vehicle sit for a while, and then like after 3 months they tried to start it. It wouldn't start. They tried to jump start it. That didn't work. They put a battery in it. That didn't work. And so now they've called me. New customer too. Oh wow, the trees are so pretty. And this doesn't give it justice. Here, let me do that. Does that work? Can you see the trees a little bit better? So the contrast and the white balance and the lighting and everything, it makes everything look darker when it's pointed at the sky and it's light outside. So you can't see the true colors of the trees, but the trees are pretty. And I've never understood this before. Never understood blowing leaves into the street. Huh. So this one today has what looks like a dead battery, but it's got a brand new battery in it. But there's absolutely no voltage, so we're gonna check this out and see what's going on here. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Do you guys see this? This is ground, this is black, this is the ground cable. What's that symbol right there? That's positive. Over here, the signal is negative, and that's a positive cable. The battery's hooked up backwards. Oh, this is bad. So I got the battery switched around to how it's supposed to be. Here, I can show that to you. There's a spider making its way, living its best life. They have blown their main fuse right there, and it looks like they've also blown this fuse right here, and maybe this fuse right here. Holy cow, they probably did some damage here. So luckily, by replacing those two fuses, she starts and she runs. They are very, very, very lucky. But we're not done yet. It starts, it runs, which is great. However, after running for 10 minutes, it wouldn't even attempt to start the vehicle. So they also need a battery. So they have opted for me to install the battery, probably so that it doesn't get put in backwards. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I am going back to the parts store so that I can get a battery, and then I will come back here, install the battery, and then head back home. So another run to the parts store, and we have a battery now. So when I get back there, I'm going to install the battery, double check again to make sure that everything's okay, create a new work order for the battery, because usually I don't bill out, but she was there, and it's like, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and bill out. So we billed out, and then I go to restart the vehicle, even though I told her the battery may be questionable. There's two things about a battery. It needs to accept the charge, and it needs to hold the charge. So the battery accepted a charge, but it did not hold the charge. So, and batteries, like lead acid batteries, the ones that are in most cars, maybe not the newer ones. Lead acid batteries, they are not a deep cycle battery. You do not let these batteries go down. You have to keep them charged. If they go down to 0 voltage over extended periods of time, or if it does that several times, then it will ruin the battery. So don't ruin your batteries. How many of you guys ever thought in a million years that this would turn into an automotive channel or an environmental channel? It's an everything channel. Knock on wood, it has not rained the whole time I've been doing this. It's sprinkled just a little bit, but nothing that I can't handle. I can handle anything. Not that I want to handle anything, but I can handle anything. We've made it through 100% of our hardest days, so we just keep plugging on. But I'd rather not get rained upon. But we will see. Will Troy get rained upon, or will he stay dry? News at 5. I did not get rained upon. The battery is installed, and all is right with the world, according to the customer. Okay, there's some spooky looking stuff going on. The sun is out, the trees are highlighted, the clouds are dark and spooky. Holy cow, I was able to finish all my stuff today and grab a shower very quickly, and I'm going to surprise Angie at being at the PTA meeting, since, you know, I am a member, so. Oh my gosh, what a busy day. Actually, the last appointment that I had, I don't think I filmed it. She said that she needed front brakes, and she did not. She needed rear brakes. Anyway, she needed rear brakes, not front brakes, so I didn't have the parts for it, but she also did not have the locking wheel lug nut. She didn't have the locking lug nut lock. Yeah. So I wasn't able to do anything for her anyway, not without ruining the lug nuts. I could have done that, but it's just so much easier to not do the job and plan for a different day when she gets the locking lug. I really, in fact, this would have been difficult to have removed because they were inset in the wheel, and I don't want to mess up the wheel or whatever. So everything worked out the way that it did, and everything's great. Now we have the autumn trees and the stormy skies yet once again, and somebody riding down the street with a garbage bag. You know, because, you know, that happens in Lakewood. Look, it was hairy on this side. No, was it really?
Oh no.
And she used the blanket and had the dog up here, and I don't know which side's hairy. I'm ready now.
Alright.
Okay, so I told you guys last night that we were going to go through all the Halloween comments for the last 2 days, because I asked questions relating to the last 2 days. And before we get started, all of you guys have seen it in social media. One overshadows the other. Matthew Perry passed away from Friends, and dude, that's like, that kills me, man. That really does. There's some programs, or at least...
You don't know him?
I felt like I knew him.
Okay.
Anyway, there's some TV programs, for some of us, that are very reminiscent of that period in our lives. So, I grew up with, like, Silver Spoons. I was about the same age as Ricky Schroeder in Silver Spoons. It really was, like, right there for me as I grew up with it. Charles in Charge, Family Ties, I was right there in that age bracket, so I felt like I kind of grew up with those guys. And then along comes Friends, and I was a little younger, but still almost right in that point of my life. So I could totally relate to, like, so many things that were going on, except for having a good job. I had jobs, but anyway. So that was one person that we lost. And then also Richard Mall. I'm not sure if you guys heard about that, but he was Bull from Night Court. And he passed away in October also. Very sad. Very sad. I loved Night Court too. That was another show that I watched, but everybody there is like either older or younger. So the only ones that we have from that show left is like John Larroquette, Dan Fielding, and then Roz, one of the bailiffs. But anyway, okay. 2 vlogs. Let's go.
All right.
Marie Winton, happy Halloween. I have no plans this evening except relaxing. We have been doing so much Halloween this entire month, and now that the official day is here, I am so darn tired. I give you mad props for daily vlogging. I did it for the month of October to celebrate Vlogtober/Vlogoween, and it was a real challenge since I'm only used to doing 2 vlogs a week. The fog was beautiful. I love how it looks hovering above the water as you drive by. I went across the lake and the fog is just like steam. Well, fog and steam on top of the water is really neat. I hope Coda gets better. Sending him all of you big hugs.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. And today, Coda has been up and his tail has been wagging. He's sleeping right now, but we are just trying to keep him and get him better for his surgery that he's supposed to have the middle of this month.
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening.
Well, something has to happen because it's...
Well, yeah.
Okay, moving on. Bren, I'm literally doing nothing on Halloween. I'm not buying candy. I didn't decorate, and I'm closing my blinds and shutting the lights off. LOL. I'll probably watch some horror movies, just not getting the Halloween vibe this year. Oh, I hope that wasn't our fault, because we really didn't have it this year either.
I watched Addams Family, which is my long ago tradition. But normally I would carve a pumpkin while I watched it, and I did the pumpkins on fast forward out there, and then I watched the program while you guys were trick-or-treating.
Oh, we were extremely rushed. So we only had we had Phoenix this Halloween. We have him every other year on odd years for Halloween, but being a school day, we only had him up until 8 o'clock at night. He had to be back. So
and he had homework he had to catch up on that he was behind on. So
yeah. But we caught
crammed it
up
all
on
in.
all of his homework.
Yeah,
so he, as of the other day, he was completely caught up. So that's great. It's like every time he comes here, we have to play catch up. Murray, oh wait, I already got you, Murray. The notorious, I want to say the notorious B.I.G. The notorious Grin. Happy Halloween, Troy, Angie, and Phoenix. We made it! Yay! Caroline, Canadian gal. Happy Halloween, Hellions. We live in the middle of nowhere, so no trick-or-treaters for us. Mom said that she got 0 trick-or-treaters this year for like the 2nd year in a row. We feed the pumpkin to the chickens and potbelly pig. Aww. Vlog Soup. Happy Halloween. We went to...
Potbelly pig is just too cute.
I want a goat. I mean, you're the one that wanted the goat, and because of you, I see the goats, and they're like, boing, 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 boing. I'm not sure I'd want them in the house.
I had a friend who used to let her baby goats in the house.
Wow. Talk about being kid-proof.
Their house was a disaster. Yeah, it was a disaster, but it was fun. They'd just come in the door and they'd be bouncing all over everything.
Vlog Soup, happy Halloween. We went to a party and had no trick-or-treaters at the house. Hope everyone had a great Halloween.
And you.
Francis Royer, happy Halloween. Sending well feelings for Coda. Thank you.
Thanks.
Tony Fredrickson, feeling the Coda love absolutely trumps the trick-or-treating at 24 degrees. Sending all my love. Oh, thank you.
24 degrees. Not Celsius.
Oh, I was going to say, that'd be beautiful. The notorious Grin again. For Halloween, I decorated the break room at my work, made it look like a giant jack-o'-lantern.
Ah, that's cool.
And left a huge bowl of candy. Everyone else brought food for the potluck. Now I'm getting ready to go to Fremont Street here in Las Vegas. It gets wild on Halloween night. The SEMA car convention starts here today, and in 2 weeks, our first Formula 1 race.
Nice.
You know something? When I was in Vegas, Fremont was awesome. I was there in August, I think. Dishes covered. Buffy scrounging in the kitchen. They've got like the big TV that goes like the whole block, and they've got like light shows that go on. It's so cool.
Is that the one with the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
they've got like, I remember one specifically, like a fighter plane jet on the, I think that's called Vivo, wasn't it? Vivo, something like that. Buffy, what are you doing? There's no more food. And the jet plane just, you can watch it go down the block.
I've been there. I don't remember what I watched though. We were there for a work convention and we tried to cram as much as we could in one night.
Reminds me of the song One Night in Bangkok. I know.
I know, Buffy.
Ben Massey, we went to a trunk or treat with the kiddos and they dressed up Blue from Jurassic World and a vampire. Awesome.
Hey,
no.
Get down. Get down.
Get down.
Get down.
I don't want to come up. Get down.
Get down.
Wow.
Get down.
She is such a... No. Oh, my goodness. Daniel Guy, it's hard to get away from here in October, but my wife and I did make, or should I say, I made an effort to go out Sunday and see a few of the local Northwest Hunters Association members displays and others, and how it all... Ouch, my balls. And how it also comes to end of another season. Happy Halloween. Thanks.
Push me out of the way.
Oh my goodness. Divide and conquer. Me and two beady eyes on Thursday, Friday. I did the very last Halloween howl at my son's old school. Last year I was supposed... What is your trip? Last year was supposed to be the last time, but I decided to do it one more year. My son has not been going to that school for 4 years. Wow. That weekend, my sister and brother-in-law packed up most of my stuff and had a haunted addition. I came up with my son to help scare the kiddies. It was so fun. They live about an hour and a half away, so we stayed over and left for work about 6:45 a.m. It was great. Well, that sounds like fun. I'm glad that you decided to do it again. Monty, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. And also, Troy, I have cards for you and Angie and one for Phoenix. I never got them in the mail, so obviously they're going to be there. They're not going to be there for Halloween, but I still am going to send you a Halloween card. It's just been, it'll just be belated. You know, with everything going on with my niece, I just haven't had the time. Dude, we don't expect anything. If you want to, you can save them for next year. It's completely okay. You take care of you and you take care of your family. Buffy's giving high fives. And just a side note, I never work on Halloween. My boss already knows that October 31st I'm taking off. I've done it since I got the job and we'll do it again. I used to never work on Halloween. You disgusting. I actually ended up working on Halloween this year. 360 Steven, happy Halloween, guys. Thanks for the video. You're welcome. Ben Isle NSX, happy 10/31. Same to you. Thank you. I haven't been thumbs upping and stuff. Ralph and Jason, currently at my work in my Ghostbusters uniform. Proton pack, PKE meter, ghost trap, and goggles with my ectified Crown Vic out front. Then tonight I'll be Michael Myers for trick-or-treaters. I asked him, I said, dude, we need pictures.
Stop it.
And he gave us pictures on the Facebook page. If you guys want to see those, head on over there and take a look. And I need to make sure that we're still recording. Oh my goodness, thank goodness we are. Okay, I thought we were going to have to do all this all over again. John 9111111. My second year working at a pro haunted forest. Oh, I didn't know that you did that. And this year we were own on Halloween. Open on Halloween? It says OWN, own. So maybe open on Halloween, and it was 28 degrees and snowing.
Wow.
That's Fahrenheit.
Definitely Fahrenheit.
And we had to wait for Fear Force to come through, and then it was over. Friday and Saturday are our last days. Sad and glad it's over. Wow. Nicole Flynn, I'm staying home tonight dressed up in my Olaf onesie, even though we don't get trick-or-treaters because I live in a locked apartment building, but the little girl in me wants to go out trick-or-treating tonight, which I won't be doing that, of course, because I don't live in the best part of downtown Reno, and who would want to give candy out to a 51-year-old lady?
I gave candy out to a man who looked like he was probably about 70.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He came around and was trick-or-treating. He was all by himself. And he was super polite. And I was more than happy to give him candy.
So, you guys, I'm sure that you've seen the memes or whatever of people talking about, like, old people or kids that shouldn't be trick-or-treating or whatever. You know something? They're trick-or-treating. They're not out spray painting buildings and doing other bad things. I don't know why I use that as a reference. But they're not out being little hoodlums, at least not for this moment that they're trick-or-treating.
If you're
So
wearing
give
a
them some
costume,
candy.
if you're wearing a costume, you get candy.
There you go.
We had somebody do reverse trick-or-treating.
Oh, you never told that story.
He came to the door. It was like almost 9 o'clock at night. He came to the door and I was like, wow, this is a late trick-or-treater. And I grabbed the candy bowl and I went to the door and he was holding a bag of like freshly opened candies that you would hand out. So he's holding onto this bag and I was thinking in my head, like, that's a weird collection bag for your candy. And I grabbed some candy to put in his bag. And he said, happy reverse Halloween, and grabbed a bunch of candy out of his bag and put it into my bowl and then quickly spun around and took off.
Wow.
So we got extra candy.
Like we need it.
And we proceeded to eat
Yeah.
a lot of candy. We watched a show and we just like
you
ate
said though,
candy.
is once the faster it goes, the faster it'll be gone. Joe Papanegan, no trick-or-treaters tonight, so I ate the whole bag of peanut butter cups.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah? And because I said that we were going to do it, we're just going to do it. We're just going to take a look at last night's comments too, because I said that I was going to do this. So, last night on Halloween, the Clown and Bros first. Woo! I don't know, there's a bad way to do that and a good way to do that, and I don't want to do that. I know. You're stuck with me, Buffy. Halloween first. So I turned off all my Halloween, oh, wait, hold on. Halloween first. So I turn off all my Halloween off when I'm done giving out candy, but you guys are really distracting.
She keeps licking me.
Well, stop asking her to.
I didn't ask her to.
She likes to lick you. Phoenix used to say, lick me, to her. He used to encourage it. Yo, I don't, no. Okay, so Halloween first. So I turn all my Halloween off when I'm done giving out candy, but if someone rings the doorbell, I will still give them candy as to not be rude. And also, I don't want them to come back and do anything to my decorations because I do trick-or-treating pretty late, so usually when people come after, it's usually the older kids that get a little more upset if they don't get any candy. Yeah. This broke. Only 364 days till Halloween. LJ Mike 1204 looks great, Troy. I'm going to invest in some flame jets. What are flame jets? Oh, really? Is that what they are? Big old flames that go like that? Okay, flame jets for Halloween. I'm going to be that guy with the flame jets in the garden for Halloween. That sounds cool. Jesse Adventures, I feel like some people don't understand if you're not passing out candy, you should really turn off the lights or at least put up a sign.
Lights out, no candy. If you got a light on, you are fair game.
Yeah. XJ Star, the way that you said no way was super Canadian. No way.
No way.
Bren, I used to give the big candies out, but now for 3 boxes, for the 3 boxes I used to buy is now $160 plus Costco membership.
Ow.
Insane.
Ow.
All right, hold it together, people. Hold it together. We're almost done. Darth Anger, you do not go to a house that is dark, especially if their decorations are dark too. Maybe an emergency happened and they couldn't be there. I unfortunately had a year like that I had to shut off my lights to make it completely dark, but people would still come knocking. I guess that makes sense. If it's dark, you stay out. Okay. Don't lick me. I don't want your juice on my fingers. Van Nile NSX, nice job. Don't lick the phone either. You're going to change everybody's comments. Van Nile NSX, nice job by Phoenix for leaving some of his candy. He has such a big heart, and I was very proud of him for doing that. I think that he saw some YouTube videos of people leaving candy. Maybe that's where he got the idea from. 360 Steven, happy Halloween, guys. I hope that you all had a good one. Ralph and Jason, hope everyone had a great Halloween. And Mon E, no kids, but lots of really nice fireworks until after 11 p.m. because she lives in Canada where they do fireworks on Halloween. That's it. Happy haunting. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're out of here. We got to deal with this dog. Say goodnight.
Ow! Good night.
Ow, my balls!
Ouch. What is this? I don't want your butt on me. Get off of me. Go away.
Good night, guys.